August 2014. Mr. Speaker, Sir, at the outset, I wish to thank you for the opportunity given to me to participate in the general discussion on the budget presented by the Honorable Finance Minister. I am of the opinion that it would be good to deal with the major policy of the government which should be adopted in future for the welfare of the state. So far as education is concerned, it can be divided into three fields, namely primary education, school education, and college education. It is no doubt true that there is shortage of qualified and talented teachers in all these three fields. If there is shortage of food and cloth, it can be understood. It is due to the decrease in production and also due to the forces of supply and demand. There is overall unemployment in the country, but I cannot understand why there is this shortage of talented teachers. In spite of the salary of teachers being raised, there is a feeling that it has not been raised in proportion to the rise in salaries in other fields. As a result, the talented men try to get employment elsewhere and they choose teaching profession as a last resort. The salary of teachers should be raised so that it compares favorably with the salaries in other fields, and as a result, the teaching profession may attract the talented and efficient people. This will help to a large extent in solving the problem of shortage of qualified and talented teachers in the field of education. There is one other difficulty in the field of education. There is no sufficient equipment by way of building accommodation. Some honorable members suggested that the number of students to be managed by one teacher might be increased to some extent. I think such a course will affect the quality of education imparted. On the other hand, I am of the opinion that shift system may be introduced. This will help us to give education to a larger number of children without the necessity for more building. I am also aware that the shift system is successfully followed in some educational institutions in the state. I think this could be extended to more schools. Our country being an agricultural country, many people depend on agriculture for their living. Water is very much required for the success of agriculture. Irrigation facilities should be provided to the farmers. If they have to depend upon the monsoon rains for carrying on their agricultural operations, it will be difficult for them to stay in the agricultural professions for a long time. In these circumstances, we cannot prevent them from giving up agriculture and going over to some other professions. It is also possible for the government to give liberal assistance to them so that they may be able to dig borewells which will give them continuous supply of water. In this connection, I wish to point out that they have another problem to face. They find it difficult to get electric supply connection for their wells. Even if they manage to get such connections, the supply of electricity is not regular. With the irregular supply of electricity, they are not in a position to take up agricultural operations in a regular manner. I therefore want to point out that production of electricity should be increased in all ways. Also, electricity connections to agricultural pump sets should be given liberally. The government should see it that supply of electricity to the farmers in particular is regular to the extent possible. With these few words, I resume my seat. Letter from Indira Cotton Mills Limited, Mumbai to Messrs. Raman and Company, Chennai. Dear Sirs, with reference to your kind letter of the third instant, we are extremely sorry to ask for another extension of time to execute your order. When we asked for extension of time for the first time, there was strike by the workers which affected our production. Now that the labor problem has not yet been solved, the production has not reached its optimum level. In the set circumstances, we have again to ask for more time to execute the orders placed by you. We are afraid that it will not be possible for us to effect delivery of the goods on the date mentioned by you. We can at the same time assure you that we will make your utmost efforts to execute your orders as early as possible. We hope you will realize that the delay in the supply of goods is due to circumstances beyond our control, and we shall very much appreciate if you can reply by return of post giving us the additional time required. If you are in urgent need of the products within a short time, kindly inform us. We will procure the goods locally and send you the goods before the date stipulated by you in your last letter. We wish you success in your future endeavors and look forward to your early response in the matter. Yours faithfully.